All right, let's get this event rolling. Namaskara, Sat Sri Akal, Adab, and a very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Noor Khan, your host for the day. And it gives me immense pleasure, it's an absolute honor to welcome each one of you to Cyber Security Congress year 2022, powered and presented by Infosec Foundation. Well, as you are aware that Cyber Security Congress is an enterprise-level cyber security which aims at cyber security leaders from enterprise pan-India to reinforce the cyber security skill in the country through knowledge sessions and tech talks with the biggest names in the enterprise security. It is a matter of pride to see the large amount of cyber security leaders in the audience today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the foundation is about 6 years old, and we have worked closely with all the stakeholders in the cybersecurity community since inception with one-on-one mission of spreading awareness and ecosystem building. In line with the journey, we are back with our flagship event, Cyber Security Congress, in physical form. We did the similar activities before pandemic in the year 2018 and 2019, but here we are in Namma, Bengaluru, which has been an absolute honor. Well, before we kickstart this wonderful day, I think it is safe for me to say that we are safe here for two reasons. One, that we have got experts from cybersecurity, and two, and the most important one, that we kind of survived Bangalore's traffic, as it did. Okay, with this, ladies and gentlemen, let me keep you informed that the theme of the day is New Normal Cybersecurity, Emerging Technology, Trends and Adoption. With this, we're going to start with the inauguration ceremony. And I would like to take and invite our Joint Secretary from Do IT and E, State Information Security Officer, Government of West Bengal, on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to kindly put your hands together and help me to welcome Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das. So, may I request you to kindly take the seat. And a little about Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das, that he is a West Bengal Civil Services batch from 1996, did his Master in Physics from Calcutta University, qualified in his Masters in Business Administration from ICFAI and LLM from Kartitya University, also holds a PG Diploma in Cyber Law and Intellectual Property Rights from Indian Law Institute. With this, ladies and gentlemen, the next guest that I'm going to invite on the stage is ex-IPS Director TechCon Pro, none other than Mr. Sanjay Sahai. May I request you, sir, to kindly join us on the stage. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. It's an absolute honor to have you here. Well, Mr. Sahai is an ex-IPS IT cybersecurity and emerging technologies expert, management guru, pro-public speaker, and a writer. With this, ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to kindly put your hands together. We have been joined by Consul for Trade and Economic Affairs of Israel in Bangalore, Mr. Joseph Abraham. May I request you, sir, to kindly join us on the stage. And a little interesting thing about Mr. Joseph is, sir, may I request you to kindly join us on the dais, that he recently arrived in India to serve as a Consul for Trade and Economic Affairs of Israel and Consulate General for Israel in Bangalore, India's high-tech capital. As a part of this position, Sir has been responsible for promoting Israel exports, attracting foreign investment, and strengthening economic ties between Israel and the states of southern India, that is Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning. Well, the next gentleman that I'm going to invite on the stage is none other than but our chairman, Infosec Foundation and CEO, Prime Infosec LLP, to kindly join us and welcome the dignitaries on the stage. That is Mr. Sushobhan Mukherjee, who's having 2 decades of experience in ICT, data center, and cyber security. And after a successful career in leading telecom ICT enterprises, he started his own venture in this domain. With this, ladies and gentlemen, as they say that any beautiful occasion, we should not forget the blessings of Almighty. For this reason, may I request the team to kindly place the lamp in the center of the stage so that we can begin this wonderful event with the blessings of Almighty, like I said earlier, and request the dignitaries to kindly join us for the lamp lighting. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, may I also request Mr. Sailen Sen Gupta, COO for Infosec Foundation, to kindly join us for the lamp lighting. Let me repeat again that we have been joined by Mr. Joseph Abraham, Mr. Sanjay Sahai, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das, and Mr. Sailen Sen Gupta, accompanied by our chairman, Mr. Sushobhan Mukherjee. Let's have a quick group picture. As they say, all the beautiful memories should be captured in the camera. And that's exactly how we're going to start this wonderful Cyber Security Congress 2022. Once again, thank you so much, everyone. Now, finally, I am going to request Mr. Sushobhan Mukherjee to kindly help us with the opening remarks for this wonderful gathering.
Thank you very much. So good morning, all of you. Okay. So this Cyber Security Congress we are following for almost the last 3-4 years. In Bangalore, this hotel only, here only, I don't know many of you of coming up for the first time, but many of you attended our earlier similar congress here in this hotel, this venue only. So it is good to be back in a physical format. But I think last 2 years, all of us was residing inside our home. We are sufficiently bored with the webinar kind of format, because as you can understand, the cyber security, the Infosec Foundation motive is awareness is fine, but it is more of a confluence of the people, of the ecosystem, of the stakeholders, and the entire community. So whatever we will be speaking, there are thought leaders throughout the day today, but fundamentally we all are meeting face to face, we are connecting each other, and we are taking this mission further. That is the most interesting thing for today. We are starting off this third version of Cyber Security Congress with Bangalore. This will be followed by 3 more cities. As we are already delayed around maybe 45 minutes, because as you know, the Bangalore traffic, a lot of people are still stuck, they are coming in. So I'll not stretch my initial opening remarks further, because we have many more dignitaries in the stage. So honorable dignitaries in the stage, our speakers, our audience, warm welcome once again in today's session. So be inclusive, be part of the program, put your questions, participate in the program, question and answer, and make the most use of the sessions with the thought leaders and the panels and speakers. So thank you very much. So stay with us throughout the day. Thank you.
Mr. Mukherjee, for that apt note. On that, and without any further ado, may I request Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das to kindly address the gathering with a welcome note. Over to you, sir.
Country for the entire world. As they say that India has become the knowledge capital, the information technology knowledge capital, and primarily because of Bengaluru. So thank you, Bengaluru, for allowing us to come back many, many times away from Bengal, where I hail from. And on behalf of Department of Information Technology and Electronics, Government of West Bengal, I extend warm welcome to all of you. I'm really honored to be a part of today's Congress, and we'll be speaking more during the day. So on this auspicious occasion, when we are actually completing 5 years of our journey of becoming, or winning that privacy is our fundamental right. On 24th of August 2017, the landmark Puthuswamy judgment came out of Supreme Court. So only 2 days back, 5 years, we completed 5 years. So on that pretext, this Congress is also very auspicious, because all through the day, when we will be talking more about cyber security, we'll definitely think about protecting our data. Welcome to this wonderful Congress, and once again, thank you everybody, and thank you Infosec Foundation for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this Congress. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sanjay Kumar. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to request you to kindly put your hands together and help me to welcome once again Mr. Joseph Abraham for addressing the gathering out here.
Namaste from Shalom from Israel. I'm a career diplomat. A little bit about myself. I'll try to structure it about myself a little bit, please, so that you'll understand where I'm coming from. I'm a career diplomat. I've served in South Africa, the US, Turkey, and now in India. I think you're from West Bengal, right? Well, sorry. Well, I was born in West Bengal. Okay, so long time I haven't said that. So I was born in Kolkata. And I studied in St. Xavier's Collegiate School. So now you know where I'm from, and you won't have to ask too many questions. The presence of this audience is actually a testament to the importance of cyber sector in this world, and the fact that it affects us all in practically everything. It could be banking, industry, entertainment, browsing, tourism, retail, shopping, and of course, strategic sectors and infrastructure. We all want manufacturing to be efficient, reduce costs, to include smart manufacturing, robots, sensors, and artificial intelligence. And that is why we believe the cyber threat is more serious, as there is an increase in the amount of data, the need for so many interfaces, operating systems, access points. We have system managers, we have dependence on reliable and available communication networks, identification requirements, different levels of knowledge, and last but not least, we have a low awareness of the cyber threat. We cannot stop changes, but it will be necessary to integrate all our systems so that processes can smoothly run. We can allow standards and regulations. I am not an expert in cyber, but I think we all have to be very aware of cyber, because it's going to affect us in everything that we do. A little bit about the Israeli cyber industry. Israel has a sophisticated cybersecurity in Israel. We have a vibrant innovation ecosystem that boasts dozens of large companies, active cybersecurity startups, venture capital, and a strong talent pool. But I would like to say that we have also government that helps us. The rapid ascent of Israel's cybersecurity can be explained in part because of the country's focus on national defense and government efforts to promote the industry. There is a National Center for Cyber Education, which has nationwide learning centers There are multinationals that have acquired Israeli companies. Others design their hardware. Some design their chips in Israel, and also CPUs. Israel's tech sector specializes in high-tech innovative research and development and the global digital economy. Israel scientists and experts work in Israel, but their employers, their partners, their target markets, and their investors are foreign. I think it'll be very difficult for you not to find a multinational corporation that does not have an R&D lab in Israel. I would like to add that there are quite a few Indian multinationals that also have a company in Israel, or they have acquired it, or they're working with an Israeli company. A little bit about the National Cyber Directorate. We have a National Cyber Directorate that is responsible for all aspects of cyber defense in the civilian sphere, from formulating policy, building technology, to operational defense in cyberspace. They provide incident handling services and guidance to all civilian entities, as well as to all critical infrastructure in the Israeli economy. And they work towards increasing the resilience of the civilian cyber space. I would like to inform the members here that the 7th International Conference on Homeland Security and Cyber will take place in Israel, which is organized by the Israeli Export Institute and the Foreign Trade Administration of the Ministry of Economy and Industry, of which I am a part. And it's done in cooperation with the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, Public Security, the Israeli Police, the Ministry of Defense, and the Manufacturers Association. This event will take place in November 27th to 29th, and I hope I will see some of you there. The event represents a unique opportunity to unveil and demonstrate Israeli technology solutions in the fields of homeland security and cyber. They include public security, emergency preparedness, response, border control, critical infrastructure protection, anti-terror, law enforcement, and first responders. A little bit about Israel trade. Trade between our two countries is $6.3 billion US. It includes diamonds and precious stones and services. India is the 7th or 8th largest trading partner for Israel and the 2nd largest in Asia after China. A little bit about my office. The Israeli Economy and Trade Mission in Bangalore, or Bengaluru, believes that there is an opportunity for collaboration and cooperation in this sector as in other different sectors. Allow me to say that we provide a platform where Israeli companies and Indian companies can do business. That is my mandate. Whatever you do on the platform, it depends on the companies involved, but we provide a platform. We do that by organizing webinars, which we hope we won't have to do anymore. And we could do that by physical interaction. We organize delegations to and from Israel. We will even organize for you, come visit if you have to, and we would provide the itinerary. And we do due diligence for you if necessary. We are a one-stop shop, and that's not a cliche, to be able to provide business services to the Indian market, to Indian companies, and to the Israeli companies. I would like to thank you all for the opportunity to talk before you. It's always a privilege and an honor to meet Indian businessmen and women's, my apologies, business people, so that we can add and increase the trade between our two countries. Thank you very much.